And the racial divide in this country, from jobs to health care, why is there still, in your opinion, such a gap, even between blacks and Hispanics?
Well, we've not addressed in a meaningful way expanding poverty. We bail out the banks top down. They will not bail out linked to reinvestment or linked to lending, and so the most massive shift in American history of wealth upward given by the government, the most massive loss of wealth in terms of home ownership from blacks and browns in the history, because the banks were able to engage in reverse redlining. A black or brown making $100,000 a year got subprime high-cost loans. A white making $50,000 got prime low-cost loans. At the end of the day, it didn't benefit white or black, because a black may be evicted or brown because of the high price, but then the next door neighbor house is underwater. So neither the black nor the brown nor the white can pay taxes, and guess what? You begin to lay off police and teachers and firemen. So the gap is driven wider because of lack of enforcement of civil rights law. The stimulus bill, for example, when that money was let, but that bill should have been a commitment to enforce EEOC, contract compliance, affirmative action, consumer protection. That did not happen.
And the report finds that America is at a crossroads, and some of the recommendations in the Equality Index, help for chronically unemployed. You've talked so much about that. Youth summer programs, that's right around the corner, where you have a lot of kids needing jobs, an alternative public option. But who do you hold accountable? Whose feet should be held to the fire to make some change here?
Well, the government must take that lead. We have a plan for Baghdad and a plan for Kabul. We say it's urgent, it's a priority, and we have a budget and goals and targets and timetables for economic recovery. We must be as committed to recovery within our country as we are in Afghanistan and as we are in Iraq.
But are you pushing leadership within the Democratic Party to make some of these changes or to address these issues more strongly now?
Well, really both parties. The president, his first problem was to bail out the banks. That was a good thing, except it was not linked to lending and reinvestment, so that must be some modification. What Roosevelt decided to do was restructure banks, not just refortify them. That must be addressed. On the other hand, it seems to me that the health care bill is a big deal, because many people who have health problems also, because of health problems, lose their jobs. And all men who have health care problems face home foreclosures. And so that bill really in many ways is an anti-poverty bill. But it's just, that's one part of it. That must now be targeted jobs and job training, and a plan to deal with poverty, racial disparity, and a massive plan for economic reconstruction bottom up and not just top down.
Well, Reverend Jesse Jackson, thank you very much for joining us, responding to the big report out today. A lot of people talking about it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Tamara.
Absolutely.